get some sleep.
The band Fun with Dot. Guys, we figured out the mic problem. It is a compatibility problem. Spotify likes to take all the attention. That's why we didn't have sound, and this is probably the first time you are hearing us. Ladies and gentlemen. That was Spotify. Ladies and gentlemen. All the way from over here, sunny South Africa, it is your man, QtheCrazy! Unapologetic, unhinged, unedited, and tonight, your live special on Facebook, so you can see us unhinged. Alright, guys, terribly sorry, we are an hour behind. No doubt we will be about 10 days behind before we are finished with this live broadcast. Wherever you're joining us from, or if you're going to be listening to this on a download on Spreaker or iRadio, iHeartRadio, I can't mention all of them, it's like 100. Welcome to our very second podcast. The first podcast was well received. It took 1,000,000 years and a gazillion seconds to go around the world, and I think only one person listened to it, but it was a very happy client. I think he's not said anything, or she has not said anything. But it is a continuation. For those that did listen, we were ranting and raving about, well, I was, humanity and all those existential crises around COVID-19. I said I wouldn't get the vaccine. I said I was angry with COVID-19. Well, let me tell you, things have changed since then. Since then, a client I had passed away. Some friends I had, some with fame and notoriety, some without, some young, some older, have died. And every single time I hear it, it's a shock to me. It's a shock because it's like saying, I just spoke to John yesterday and he had a little sniffle, a little achoo, a little cold, and he died. And make no mistake, I'm not talking about the hype of the media in the beginning. There was a hype. We were scared. They showed hospital beds, copy and pasted it in every country, and it all looked the same, but we didn't realize, and we thought we're all going to die. We're gonna wake up one morning and go, I can't breathe. Like we're on Mars, or ground control to Major Tom. I can't breathe. The whole song. So it didn't happen. It got worse. But once again, let me just welcome you to QtheCrazy podcast, and here's a word from our sponsors.
Love this podcast? Support this show through the supporter feature from Acast. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
All right, guys, I've said this about 1,000 times. I feel like that's all I'm saying, but we are on every platform. We're filming it through my webcam, which is terrible, so which is great because then at least you don't see everything bad. No, it actually does make everything bad, but we can blame the webcam. But we are also live on everything. More importantly, if you want to chat this time, believe it or not, we can chat through Facebook or what I prefer, WhatsApp. So the WhatsApp chat line is 081-230-6824. That's plus 27 South African code, okay? And I'm doing it right now. It says great post, write something, do something. It's so lovely. I'm just going to say post. I have no idea what I just did. Something to do with the chat. There we go. We can apparently chat on Spreaker, my app. I'm going to say hello. I'm not sure how it works. I think those that are following the QtheCrazy Speaks All, which is our special today, will now see it miraculously pop up there. I don't know. I don't know how this all works. It's all absolutely magical to me. One has to really understand that before we go back to COVID-19, but I still think it's relevant. We can fairly easily go high to 8 billion people in a split second. We could even send a picture. We could do a business transaction from beginning to end in a few minutes with everybody on the planet. You know, time zones being all equal and whatnot, and language barriers being crossed, and but you see what I'm saying? That is amazing. And then in contrast, but exactly the same, somebody sneezes, and we're all in shit. I know it's happened before, but not in our lifetime. It didn't happen in our lifetime, I know, because it was the Spanish flu of 1917, and all the MERS, SARS, all the ones that's happened subsequently all happened from 2010. I think some just before, but most 2010 up. So in the last 10, 11 odd years, we've never had anything like this. And certainly I'm 41, I didn't. I remember you caught a cold and your mama said, have a Medicare, who cares, just move on. And we did. And the most embarrassing thing about it is the sniffles. In a movie, be like, you know, now it's like, I don't feel well. Dead. And the symptoms are bizarre. Somebody tells me, I can't breathe. That's what I heard. Headaches, fever, can't breathe. Now I'm hearing twitches in legs. I'm hearing diarrhea. I am hearing the most common one is you can't smell and taste for about like 6 months. So that's it. Like restaurants should close down because we can't taste anything. So what's the point? It's as though this COVID-19 was genetically engineered to be very specific. Like a virus, when a bank gets a virus and the worm or the Trojan, it attacks in a very specific way, like it's robbing the bank without getting caught. This feels like that. It's like, okay, we're going to catch it, and then it's going to do this, and it's going to do this, and if you're this age, it'll do this, and if you're in this country, you're going to do this, and then you're going to lose your smell and taste. But there's no way the virus could have known. There is no way. And just give me 1 second. Yes, there is no way it could have known what it's going to do damage-wise, psychologically, sociologically, quintinologically, because I'm very important. It's inversed our whole way of thinking, politically. I think so. Because my drive system, my star sign, for God's sakes, everything, my vocation, my personality, is about being in the proximity of people. Hell, being a man is all about that, right? So when COVID-19 hits, and we've had 2 years of social distancing, prison is the closest to that. But at least in prison, you can suffer through the indignation that you did it yourself. At least the guilt is there. I didn't do this. I don't understand it. It makes no sense. And the more it makes no sense, the more a mind that wants to understand it overthinks, because we're curious. And the more we overthink, the more we realize there's big plot holes in the story. It doesn't make sense. But that being said, that is a catch-up of last podcast. That was level 4. We were annoyed. Hell, I think, was it level 4? It was. There was no alcohol. I didn't know what humans looked like. I thought I was talking to ground control, to Major Dom, because it had been that long. I think I told you I had a cockroach friend. But now it's level 3. Things have changed. I want to hear from you. Did things get better? Did things get worse? Did things get confusing? Or did you lose your mind? Because I can tell you my story is a novel. It is there's so many genres here. My story is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Mine is a fiction. Mine is Lord of the Rings. Mine is The Hobbit. Mine is Alien Abductions. Mine is a documentary of madness. Mine is a psychiatric evaluation into madness. What is yours like? That is why we've combined the special to be part 1, which is a continuation once a month special of Q Reveals All, which means I'm going to have to do some name dropping. But in the meantime, let's play a song. Welcome all the other platforms, and I'm going to have a look at my messages. Hold on, people. We're going to move everything closer, and bada bing, bada boom. Love Me Normally by Will Wood.
Are the lyrics to my obituary in iambic pentameter, follow perimeter, cross my eyes, dot my T's. I was delivered, holding scissors. I lived deliberately. I'm a quitter and a winner anyway, 'cause I never agreed to participate in this game. Won't follow my dreams. No, they've all got me waking up screaming. I can let them go from me. After all, there's no I in team, and I'd rather be normal suggest that we keep this informal, 'cause a normal human being wouldn't need to pretend to be normal, to be normal. Well, I guess that's the least that to be normal the way I couldn't be. Yeah, come on and love me normally.
Woo! I love this song.
If I could live in third person, well, I don't think life would be much worse than it is in the current tense presently. This sentence ending with question marks or ... Is it courageous or escapist to leave the quarantine when you're contagious? It may just be a cold, and besides, I don't wanna get old, yeah. I drank myself to death to be the afterlife party. When the after party came, I was rolling in my grave, and I'd rather be normal, yes, so normal. I suggest that we keep this informal, 'cause a normal human being wouldn't need to pretend to be normal, to be normal. Well, I guess that's the least that to be normal. I couldn't be, yeah. Come on and love me normally. Now this is the part of the song I like to talk to my audience. I like to tell them something I want from you cats tonight. I want you to look to your left, look to your right. Your 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, rock around the clock tonight. And I want you to find those points in return, those singularities, those burning rings of fire on the beautiful pupils, the beautiful eyes, the beautiful boy, girl. Now that both are in between, that you rock with you tonight. And I want you to tell me how you really feel. I want you to love the way they so seamlessly, like a dream, so beautifully, oh so dutifully. Jam that square peg in the round hole in their heart. I want you to tell them that you love the way they don't stick out like sore middle fingers, that they claw the way at the side of the bell cut, stick their flag in the peak and snarl the way back down. I want them to love the way that I'm not adapting, not malcontent, not maladaptive, not understand, but rather to love them exactly the way that everybody else is. I was nothing before, so I couldn't have asked you before. I'll be nothing again, so what am I between now and then? Is there nothing to fear? 'Cause it's getting weird. So to God who made this man, you better have one hell of a plan. I'd rather be normal, yes, so normal. I suggest that we keep this informal, as a normal human being wouldn't need to pretend to be normal, to be normal. Well, I guess that's the least that to be normal all the way, and I could never be, yeah. Come on, yeah. I say come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. I say come on, yeah. Come on, and love me normally. Yeah. Come on and love me normally.
I absolutely adore that song, and I think it suits me because COVID-19 has made me crazy. So consider that. Will Woods, Love Me Normally. Come on, love me normally. What is normal about the climate we live in? There is nothing normal. In fact, the song was more relevant in the beginning, in the early 2020, when we thought it was just going to blow over. It did not blow over. It was worse as time went by. But if you've just joined us, welcome to the show. It's QtheCrazy, unhinged, unapologetic, and unedited. It's our Sunday special.